Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Ultimate Edition Legends Yokozuna figure from Mattel. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks damn good, and yeah, it's a lot of pieces what we've seen on previous Yokozunas, obviously tweaked a bit to make them Ultimate Edition, and it's not a bad thing because I think they've actually done a good job with the Elites. I had one which is actually kind of sitting in my pile to sell, partially because they announced this, so yeah, just really good overall. The arms are a little thin, and honestly, I don't even think I'd think that if I hadn't seen on Instagram someone had swapped these arms out for slightly thicker arms, and the proportions just looked a little more even. But as it stands, I think if I hadn't seen that, I would still be happy with this. And you know, even as it is now, like I still think it looks pretty damn good. Not only that, but I mean, pretty basic with colors. I mean, there's the black and red. Red and white is the variant, or the chase variant, which I do have. But I was really excited for this. This is what I see when I think of Yokozuna. You know, proportions here again, like they are. I mean, it's a large figure, and I mean, he was large. He was what, 600 pounds, around 600 pounds, maybe over. I think towards the end, and yeah, just they definitely capture that here. The mass. I didn't realize he was 6'5". Also, just throwing that out there, until I saw the back of the box. I was like, damn, he was both tall and large. So just like, yeah, just an absolute presence. They absolutely captured that. We get the foot wraps here at the bottom, really like that. Painted on just like the arm wraps are, unfortunately. No sculpt for the bottom of the pants either, which is unfortunate. But again, like, it doesn't really make a difference from even a slight distance. Just looks really good. Obviously the belt has got some nice texture there, with, you know, kind of making it look like there's folds, and as you know, cloth should have. Of course, we get the knot here at the back, so very nice there. And the face sculpt, which is just awesome. I think they absolutely captured it here. Again, you know, for wrestlers that they don't actually get full-on screen captures or like face scans, really impressive. I just think they did a great job here, and you know, obviously sculpted the hair as well. So just, yeah, really good looking figure. We get a fantastic loadout of accessories here. So starting off with hands, we do get our requisite C-grips, of course. Then we get a pair of fists, and finally a pair of open palms. So pretty basic for WWE figures at this point, but you know, all very, very much welcome. Then we get 3 different head sculpts. So we do get the staring face that we saw in the previous section. Then we get a sneering face. Again, just like pretty much immaculate sculpt going on here. Really love what they did with these. And then finally we get a yelling head. So all awesome, all with the bun pretty much fully done. No heads with the kind of more, you know, kind of mid to late match bun, which is a little sad, but still all fantastic work. Then we get the world title. This is the second Ultimate that I've reviewed lately with the, you know, the winged belt. And just, again, I kind of realize I'm not really a belt person, but I do love this design. So really good stuff. Then we get his salt bucket, and very nice work here, especially just with the kind of like shape of the bucket itself and the rope handle going on here. So yeah, really nice sculpt all around there. Nothing in it, of course, but a good piece nonetheless. And then finally we get his entrance robe, and this is beautiful. I love the design of it. As you saw in the intro, just it looks phenomenal on the figure. You can see that they actually did a really nice kind of closed seam up here on just the edges of it. So it looks very like nice finished. It doesn't feel like an afterthought. It's just really good. And of course you get the ribbon here, and it ties nicely. So that will do it for accessories. Articulation, balance here are surprisingly good. Like I expect a lot out of Ultimate Editions at this point. I really love the articulation scheme, but I did not expect to get freestanding kicks out of Yokozuna. I didn't think this figure was going to balance that well, but because the center of gravity is so much in the middle of the figure, beautiful. I did not expect to get this, so very happy there. Then breaking down the finer points, we are on our barbell for the head, so we're getting a decent amount of up, some nice down. We do get some tilt, of course, rotation as well. We do get butterfly joints, which aren't the craziest range, but definitely very, very nice and give you a little bit extra than you got from the Elites from Yokozuna. We get a perfect T with the shoulders, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows bringing us to there. We do get hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. Then we get a ball joint here at the diaphragm, and there is some movement at the waist. You can see there's like a slight turn, but really you're getting everything from that diaphragm joint, and not too far forward as you wouldn't expect. We do get some nice arch back though, and get a little bit of side to side, but not a ton. Then we get to the hips, and we actually do get drop downs. So as you can see, it goes about that far up, goes about that far down, and takes a bit of force to get them to go. So there's that. Then we get almost full splits. Again, completely ridiculous, but works really, really well. So very happy with that. Front kick, not as much. Again, we're kind of working against the sculpt here. So we're gonna get to about there. The sculpt makes it kind of weird to work with, but so you get that. We do get thigh swivel. We do get double jointed knees, which are bringing us to about there. We do get a shin cut. So we get that. We do get perfect point. We get inhuman forward. We get a little bit of rocker, both in and out. And then we get a toe hinge. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here is with some other WWE figures. With some other wrestling lines. With some domestics. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with Articulated Icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valorverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the WWE Ultimate Edition Legends Yokozuna figure from Mattel is that this is a great figure. Again, I've been waiting for kind of like the Yokozuna figure. I did mention earlier that I had bought like the last Elite they released of him, which was a SummerSlam Elite, I think, maybe a couple of years ago. The one with the white pants and the black belt, and that's a really good figure, but this is what I was waiting for. The Ultimate Edition articulation absolutely helps here. You know, the red pants with the black belt is definitely my mind's eye version of Yokozuna. So just so happy to have this. I do, as I also mentioned earlier, do have the chase. You can see here. This is actually the first one that was sent to me by Target. And I was like, okay, well now I need to order it again because I wasn't finding it on shelves around me. And yeah, just very, very happy to have this. So cool. I highly recommend it if you're a fan of Yokozuna, that era of WWF, WWE, etc. Yeah, really good figure. So this is a Target exclusive, as the Legends subline of both the Elites and the Ultimate Editions are. So I will have the landing page in the description below for you to check out, whether to pick it up online or pick it up on a peg near you. So that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, hope to see you back here because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, let's look at some really nice plastic, escape the world for a while. But at the end of the day, I really just hope you're well, hope that all of your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.